Hi guys, we are just a few days away from the official launching of the Samsung Galaxy A53 and it looks like everything that we need to know about this upcoming Samsung smartphone, it's already out there. In the last few days, there have been a number of rumors and leaks that give us a much better idea about what's coming up next. Before I tell you all about the upcoming Samsung Galaxy A53 5G, make sure that you have hit the subscribe button, and if you find this video useful at some point, do hit the like button as well. Alright, we covered the Samsung Galaxy A53 last time and we discussed its Exynos 1200 chipset, and it looks like Samsung is going to use an Exynos chipset after all, and it's not going to be the Exynos 1200 but the Exynos 1280. Now this news comes from Ahmed, who's been behind the leaks regarding the Samsung Galaxy A52 in the past and the Samsung Galaxy A72 as well. So this might turn out to be quite true. The details about the Exynos 1280 are not known yet, but along with this chipset, the Samsung Galaxy A53 will use the mAh G68 MP4 GPU, and this GPU is also different from the one that was reported to be there in the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G previously. Now I am not sure about this phone's performance, but having seen how the Exynos chipsets have performed in the past, my expectations are not very high, but I still have my fingers crossed and I would love to see the Exynos 1280 proving everyone wrong. And I do hope that Samsung delivers amazing performance in the form of the Exynos 1280, at least better than the predecessor of the Samsung Galaxy A53 and also better than the Samsung Galaxy A52 as 5G. Moving on, we have some details about the display of this phone as well. It's going to be a 6.5 inches Super AMOLED screen. It's going to be a Full HD screen and the refresh rate will be 120 Hz. The bezel profile in the leaked pictures of the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G looks similar to the bezel profile of the existing Samsung Galaxy A52 as 5G and the other Galaxy A52 smartphones. The PPI, the pixel per inch density, is going to be 407. There is no word about the brightness of the screen, but I would love to see a brightness of 1200 nits at least. Back in the day, we got a brightness of 800 nits on the Samsung Galaxy A52 and other phones of its league, but I think that 800 nits brightness was not quite good, and we definitely deserve a brightness of up to 1200 nits on the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G. Moving on, we have the cameras of the phone. Well, it's going to have a 64 megapixels main camera, 12 megapixels ultra wide, 5 megapixels depth and 5 megapixels macro camera. The main camera is going to be optically stabilized, and on the front it's going to have a 32 megapixels selfie shooter. Now, some leaks spec sheets suggest that there is going to be 8K 30 frames per second video recording in the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G. Now, I am taking this with a pinch of salt because the Samsung Galaxy A52 lineup had 4K up to 30 frames per second from its front and rear cameras, and the stability on those phones was very horrible. Now, if Samsung is going to give us the resolution choices like the 4K at 60 frames per second and then 8K at 30 frames per second on the phone, on the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G, I would highly expect Samsung to give us better optical image stabilization that works at least up to 4K at 30 frames per second, and then comes the 4K at 60 frames per second. I really do not want to jinx it, but 8K at 30 frames per second in a phone like the A53, it just doesn't sound very good. But if it comes to the phone, we will just welcome it with our arms wide open. Nothing will be better than that. Next up is the battery of the phone. It's coming with a 5000 mAh battery and with 25 watt fast charging support. And the worst news, well, Samsung is removing the charger from the box of the Samsung Galaxy A53. Yes, that's kind of true. I did share a community post yesterday discussing this, and I think this is just not right. This is not the right time for Samsung to do this because, first of all, the users of such devices, they do not have a very high budget to put extra money into an expensive accessory like a charger. And then Samsung is giving a business plan to other smartphone makers now. Other smartphone makers like Xiaomi, Oppo and Realme, they will also start removing the chargers from their mid-range devices at some point. So this is not a good stepping stone at all. I hope that Samsung just brings the charger in the box of the Samsung Galaxy A53 and other budget devices. Otherwise, it's not going to be a very good step in the smartphone industry. As far as the RAM goes, there is going to be a 6 or 8 gigs of RAM with 128 or 256 gigs of internal storage. Now the leaked spec sheets also mentioned that there is going to be a micro SD card slot and there is going to be a dual SIM variant of the Samsung Galaxy A53. There is no mention of the headphone jack anywhere so far, but I do hope that the headphone jack is there. Otherwise, that won't be a good step either. Samsung Galaxy A53 will bring the Bluetooth 5.1 and the USB-C will be there for sure, and a dual stereo speaker will be seen on the phone as well. Now this phone will be built out of plastic and it's going to carry the same design and build as the previous Samsung Galaxy A52 series. Samsung Galaxy A53 will be available in a number of new colors, and I'll put up some pictures to give you guys a good idea about its colors. The phone will weigh around 189 grams and I think it's going to be a weight similar to the previous Samsung Galaxy A52 devices. As far as the box contents go, we know that the charger is not going to be there, and it is highly likely that Samsung will also remove the silicone case. We will see what that box now brings, but I am not expecting a load of items inside the box of the Galaxy A53 now. The one feature that I am personally eyeing, and I think that the one feature that can actually give a serious time to the competitors, is the number of operating system upgrades that the Samsung Galaxy A53 will be eligible for. In case you don't know, Samsung recently announced a new software update policy for its smartphones, and according to the new policy, some smartphones will be able to get 4 years of major Android OS upgrades and 5 years of security upgrades. Now, this is something that Google itself does not provide for its own Pixel devices. So it is definitely a feather in Samsung's cap that they are going to provide 4 major OS upgrades, which means that they will be keeping their devices alive for at least 4 years after the launching date. Now the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G will be eligible for these upgrades, and I don't think so that there is any other Android device which will get 4 years of operating system upgrades like the Samsung devices. And in fact, this stands valid for multiple upcoming Samsung Galaxy A devices, including the Samsung Galaxy A73, and might be applicable on the Samsung Galaxy A33 as well. For now, I am quite sure about the Samsung Galaxy A53, and this one feature might help Samsung Galaxy A53 blow its competition out of the water. A number of Samsung Galaxy A53 cases images have also emerged, and we can see that there are going to be some really cool and good looking and useful cases for this device. It looks like Samsung is going to put some extra efforts into the aftermarket accessories for the Samsung Galaxy A53. I am excited for this phone, and I am also a little worried about what's going to happen. I am just hoping that the Samsung Galaxy A53 gives us a much better value than the Samsung Galaxy A52, and it does not disappoint us in any way. Now the last thing, the price. Well, there have been numerous leaks about the price. A website mentions that the Samsung Galaxy A53, in fact the website that I am talking about, it has listed the Samsung Galaxy A53 for about 349 euros, and this translates to about $380, while Roland Quant, the famous leakster, mentions that the Samsung Galaxy A53 will be around $500 or 469 euros. This pricing is definitely higher than the pricing of the Samsung Galaxy A52. Now, if Samsung is going to attach this kind of price tag with the Samsung Galaxy A53, we can do nothing but hope for this device to provide us much better value for money than those devices and deliver a high level of performance as well. Nothing is clear regarding the price as of now, because multiple sources mention a different price for this phone. I will mention its expected and the rumored price underneath here on the screen in different currencies, so you can get an idea of its price according to your own region. And if I have not mentioned your region's price here, you can just pick up any price out of these and convert it into your own currency. Now that is all about the Samsung Galaxy A53, and I am now keeping my eyes on the official launching of this phone, and I will definitely bring you guys a lot of videos of the Samsung Galaxy A53 just like I did for the entire Samsung Galaxy A52 lineup. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button to miss any of my upcoming videos, and hit the like button as well. With that being said, I will sign off and see you all in the next one.